In 2020, the artist Luis Bernardo Guzman joined the groundbreaking Sojourner 2020 project, hosted by MIT's Space Exploration Initiative and curated by Xin Liu. Dubbed the first post-human museum of art in outer space, the project was aboard the International Space Station, ISS, and aimed to democratize space exploration by incorporating art-oriented interdisciplinary perspectives. Alongside other creators from around the globe, the artist initially intended to explore the intimate relationship between terrestrial life and planetary gravity with a project titled Bioarchitectures. The artist's work evolved to include the term CosmoEcology, recognizing the unprecedented ways in which biological entities, technological devices, and cosmic conditions interact. The final title became Bioarchitecture CosmoEcology, encapsulating these central ideas. The project involved sending marine diatoms to the ISS, aiming to expose them to lunar and zero-gravity conditions. Emphasizing symbiotic relationships and challenging anthropocentric narratives in space exploration, the artist also considered broader ecological and evolutionary concerns. Ultimately, the project aspired to pose scientific, ethical, and aesthetic questions, foregrounding the complexities of life in cosmic conditions. Driven by a blend of scientific curiosity and philosophical inquiry, the artist sought to challenge the anthropocentric narratives that often dominate space exploration. Their project aimed not just to test the survivability of marine diatoms in space, but to spotlight the symbiotic relationship between CO2-emitting animals and oxygen-emitting organisms, a relationship foundational to human existence. In the aesthetic realm, the artist conceived their work as a sculptural procedural gesture. It wasn't a static object, but a dynamic process commenting on pressing issues like climate change. They leveraged CO2 as both a material and metaphor, contrasting its role in ecological balance with its symbolic status as a marker of humanity's technological triumph and ecological folly. Photosynthesis, a transformative mechanism that converts CO2 into oxygen, was central to the project's thematic focus and to the self-sustaining capabilities of the diatoms in a space environment. Diatoms, ancient organisms from the Mesozoic period, play a critical role in global oxygen production and carbon fixation. They are compelling representatives of Earth's holobiont, a symbiotic network of life. The artist's project highlights that life on Earth, including human life, evolved not in isolation, but as part of a complex network of symbiotic interactions. In the quest for interplanetary habitation, the artist urges a shift in narrative, one that views non-human life not merely as consumable resources, but as entities capable of creating new ecological niches and communication networks in space. This perspective is further enriched by the genomic complexity of the chosen diatom, Phaeodactylum tricornutum, an evolutionary tapestry woven from various genetic sources. Through these microscopic entities, the artist explores a cosmos not only for humans, but as a habitat for a myriad of symbiotic relationships. Their project, the Sojourner 2020, is conceived as an adaptation machine, a testament to the belief that technology can serve a symbiotic role in life's ongoing evolution. The diatoms, originating from a carefully prepared culture, were suspended in sterilized seawater within their biological container. Despite variables like shifting CO2 levels, the pocket containing the diatoms was meticulously assembled under controlled conditions to ensure a stable experiment aboard the Sojourner 2020. The spacecraft was a veteran of space travel, operating as part of SpaceX's 20th commercial resupply mission. Launched from Cape Canaveral, the rocket bore nearly 2,000 kilograms of mixed cargo, including the artist's living art. A Falcon 9 Block 5 rocket powered the spacecraft into the atmosphere, marking its third mission to the International Space Station. The project isn't just a blend of biology and art, it's a philosophical inquiry into the place of life, human and otherwise, in the cosmos. As the Sojourner 2020 left Earth's atmosphere, the artist's work transitioned from a terrestrial idea to an extraterrestrial experiment, inviting us to consider our role not as dominators of nature, but as part of a larger, interdependent cosmic ecology. The diatom's journey opened questions about life in extraterrestrial environments. Morphological changes in the diatoms led to speculation about gravity's role in cellular life. As scientists and artists alike pored over the data and images, a novel idea emerged. CosmoEcology, a framework that imagines genetic communication between species as essential for life beyond Earth. Enduring 30 days in space, the diatoms were capable of producing oxygen in space under lunar gravity conditions, opening the possibility of lunar biologically based terraformation. The key idea pivots around symbiosis, not as an exploitative relationship between organisms, but as a foundational condition for their very existence. Here, the network doesn't merely connect separate entities, it is itself an object network, a living, breathing, complex system that emerges from relationships. As Earth life ventures into new celestial terrains, the nuances of this object network will evolve, shaped by factors like gravity, geophysical attributes, and radiation levels. While complex life forms may struggle to adapt, simpler, more robust species could form the vanguard of initial ecosystems in space. The narrative about human life in space must also account for Earth's role as a unique evolutionary system. The planet's health may be intrinsically linked to the sustainability of life beyond Earth. From this viewpoint, humanity finds itself at a philosophical crossroads. Can technology shepherd us from the Anthropocene, a period defined by human impact on Earth's geology and ecosystems, to what philosopher Glenn Albrecht terms the Symbiocene, an era marked by symbiotic coexistence?